Shalom. I want to start by giving all glory and praises to the Heavenly Father, the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. The true name of the Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh, and His Son, His name is Yahweh Shai, the Lord, even called Jesus Christ, who is the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and the living Savior of the elect. The elect being 104,000 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which is the chosen people of the Heavenly Father, the Most High, Yahweh, the Hebrew Israelites. Double honest, my President Elder Great Milson, so from Elder Pastor Hart, and also the Akim told me the truth, I said the water. Peace and citations to the reflect men across all corners of the earth in his word and also in truth, and also confusion of faces, I say shalom. So this video is going to these end time prophecies, man, and basically how Yahweh Shai, being a Messiah, spoke about these times that we're currently in and that what we're currently heading into. So I'm gonna get a couple of scriptures which goes into that, and basically just to warn you people of the things which are yet to come if you're watching this video, man. Because if you're watching this video, Yahweh Shai, he's giving you the opportunity to come to the truth if you're an Israelite, man, or if your spirit vibes with this, with what I'm teaching, man. Because the scripture says, let every spirit be I think it says, let every spirit be subject unto the Most High, usually paraphrasing, but I'm just going to cut a couple scriptures, and then Lord willing, you hopefully let them out edified. This is Matthew chapter 24 verse 3, and it says, as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, being Yahweh Shai, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us what shall these things be, and what shall be the signs of thy coming and the end of the world. And the sign of thy coming is basically talking about when Yahweh Shai will return, because we live in a world right now in this generation, these people who they don't believe in the Most High, and they don't believe in Yahweh Shai, man. Or as they say, Jesus Christ. They don't believe in that. They don't believe in that anymore, man. They majority of them are atheists, man, or who just lost hope, man. Who just lost all belief in the Bible, man, in the scriptures. But as the scripture says, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And the end of the world is this kingdom, man, Esau's kingdom, Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, as it says in 2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 56, I believe. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that followeth. So this end of the world is talking about Esau, man, and the world to follow, the righteous world, is Jacob, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, and it will be established through Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach. And it says, verse 4, and Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear wars and rumours of wars. See that ye not be troubled, for all you think must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. I'm going to go back up and reread that again and break it down. For many shall come my name, saying, I am Christ. And that's what's happening now, man. From the pastors to Esau and his deceitfulness, man. Because it says in Job 9:24, the earth comes in the hand of the wicked, to cover the face of the judge thereof, if not when wizzy. And the particular words in that scripture, he covered the face of the judge thereof, is basically talking to how Esau has deceived the masses to think that who you call Jesus Christ, which we know in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, the true name, Esau's made you think that he's a so-called white man, when in actual fact he's a dark-skinned man, as the scripture goes into in Revelation, the 1st chapter, which I made a video going into. But that just goes into the evilness of Esau, man. And he's described to be the devil, man, and the word devil, I believe, in the Greek is diablos, which means deceiver, and that's what Esau is, man. For men shall come my name, saying, I am Christ, and just deceive many, and that's going to continue to happen, man. We've got Esau coming up with all these schemes, these projects. I believe there's a Esau has I forgot what the actual name of it's called, but he has like a projection of how he's going to deceive the masses, man. Basically being a fake second coming of Yahweh Shai, basically having a projection up in the sky, man. like a fake rapture. I forgot what it's called. But Esau has that plan. Who knows if he's gonna fall through with it, man. But it's ultimately through the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, because the elect are not gonna be fooled by that, man. And you should hear of wars and rumors of wars, and just in 2020, like, you've heard nothing but war, man. You got Donald Trump, this causing chaos, man, between America and Iran. And previously in 2019, man, you saw tensions rising between Gog and Magog, being Russia and America, man, and that's just going to continue to increase. You got North Korea being at proxy war, and all these other nations. But soon enough, going to come to a point in time, Lord willing, this year, all these nations, NATO, are all going to come against America, man, for that land to be destroyed, as it says in the book of Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, of the 50th to 51st chapter. And you should hear of wars and rumors of wars, seeing that you not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So before Yahweh tries to come back, certain events need to take place, man. Which is judgment, man, which is the tribulation that's gonna come to these people, man, which is spoken of all throughout the scriptures, which is basically part of the end of this world, but the part of Esau's demise, Esau's downfall. For all you think must come to pass, but it is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And that's what's gonna happen, man. For nation shall rise against nation, that's happening now, man. And one thing that's gonna manifest itself, and as I said, for nation rise against nation, is race wars, man. Esau versus Jacob, because Esau through his wickedness, he has a plan where Jake and Esau are gonna go head to head, man, and a lot of blood is gonna be shed. A lot of Jake are gonna die, man, in a time of race wars, man. Because you see Edomites, you see these YouTube videos of these Edomites in the woods shooting guns and just practicing, man. And they're practicing for a reason, man. Not only is it because of martial law and all these insiders bringing out alternative news, going to how Esau's trying to bring this new world agenda, but also for you Jakes, man, because you Jakes are gonna know in that day. That's part of Jacob's trouble, man. That's also part of the hour of temptation, man. When there's no food, when there's no shelter, when there's nothing, man, it's gonna be every man for himself, survival of the fittest, man, in that day. And you Jakes are gonna know in that day, man. That's part of the judgment that Yahweh Shema Shai has planned for you, man. You're gonna be hopeless in that day, but in the name of Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai, which is able to save your soul, as it says, I believe, in the book of Acts. I'm not too sure, but Lord willing, I can put in the description. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Verse 8. Then there shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And this is talking about the elect, the 144,000 men, the men who are serving Yahweh Shema Shai day in, day out, man. Week in, week out, when the highways and byways pushing out videos on YouTube, man. They shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and he shall kill you, and shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So, us brothers teaching His word, man. It comes with a repercussion, man. With repercussion being on a bright side, we get in the kingdom of heaven, but also on a not so bright side, us being demonized, us being put on the news, calling us terrorists, all types of things, man. And that's happened before, man. Elder Pastor Hart and Elder Pastor Kabar went into the time during 9/11 where the apostles were demonized, man. And that's the same issue gonna happen now. And if you think 9/11 was something tragic or nothing, or no form of no terrorist attack can top that, man, just wait and see, man. Because Esau has something planned even greater than that, man. Because as it says in Revelation chapter 12 verse 12, he knows if they have but a short time, Esau's gonna go all out, man, to push that new world agenda, man. Because he knows that Yahweh Shai is gonna come back, and he wants everything um to take place, man, before that, man, or to prevent that. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. And the scripture goes into how the love of many shall wax cold, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And you see all these false Israelite groups, the ISBK, IOIC, teaching you how the mark of the beast is not implantable RFID microchip, how Shy isn't who he says he is. They use Jesus Christ to describe the true name, the true identity of Yahweh Shema Shai, which is wicked. And that's an example of a false prophet. Shall rise and shall deceive many. Yeah, man, shall deceive many. And the scripture goes into I believe in the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13. Enter into the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many there be which go thereat. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which lead unto life, and few there be that find it. So yeah, man, not everyone's gonna obtain truth. Not everyone who has the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, who knows his truth, are gonna be saved, man. Because it goes into how you should be saved by your works, man. And not a lot of people who are aware of the truth, who know the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, they're not doing anything about it. They're not really doing anything, man. And that's why they're gonna be destroyed, man. And the scripture also goes into when they shall say, Lord, Lord, I believe it's in Matthew's. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. So yeah, man, not everyone who knows his truth is going to be saved, man, because they're not doing what's needed for their salvation, man. Scripture also goes into how many are called but few are chosen, man. So not everyone is going to be of the elect, and that's just it, man. Only a select few, only 100,000 men across the four corners of the earth, man. So I'm gonna go back to what I was reading. I can't even find it. It's like a verse, yes, there it is. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So yes, he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And scripture goes into in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 1. Son of man, prepare thyself for temptation. And when you prepare thyself for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of affliction. So basically, in the book of Apocrypha, Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1, it goes into how if you come to serve the Most High, prepare yourself for temptation, man. Prepare yourself for affliction, for adversities, for things not to go your way, man. But as scripture says, verse 13, he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for witnesses unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And that's what's happening now. If you go into the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8, it goes into how the prophets that have been before me, before thee, of all prophets of earth, against many countries and great kingdom of all evil and pestilence. I get that right now. The prophets that have been before me and before thee, of all prophets of earth, against many countries and great kings of war, evil and pestilence. So that's what's happening now, man. And that's what's gonna happen, man. That's the end time prophecies, man. The mark of the beast, the implantable RFID and microchip spoken in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. That's come to pass as we speak. Slowly but surely it's gonna manifest in itself, and that chip is gonna be made mandatory, man. And Esau's really desensitizing people for that chip through Apple Pay, through this Android Pay thing, whatever. And it's just gonna continue to manifest through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. If you go into the book of 2 Corinthians 15 chapter, it also goes into the adversity, the tribulation that Yahweh Shema Shai has prepared for this land of America, Babylon the Great, and all across the world, man, for the wickedness, for the wickedness that's done in the sight of Yahweh Shema Shai and to his people. And only elect men are going to be saved. Only elect men who serve Yahweh Shema Shai, who in true sincerity serve Yahweh Shema Shai, will be saved, man. And Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to make another video going to 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, 16th chapter, and also the 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, which is all end time prophecies, especially the 13th chapter, which basically goes into how Esau is going to try fight against Yahweh Shai in that day, man, when he returns, but he's going to fail miserably. As it says in Isaiah 6 verse 15 to 16th chapter, how Yahweh Shai is going to come with his chariot like a whirlwind to rend the angry fury and rebuke the flames of fire. But I'm going to end this video by giving all glory and praise to the Heavenly Father and Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai. Hope this edifying, slack if I was rambling on, but I hope this was clear and understandable to the whole select men, or anyone who may be watching this video. Shalom.